Okay, this is overtime test number 6. Hopefully this will be our last one. We got the 3 cameras up again. This camera over here actually has the audio hooked up to it now. It's closer to the mixer. Camera over here has got Riley and myself in there. And then this camera here is just Riley. Riley, you want to do a test for me again? Yeah. Check 1, 2, test 1, 2, 3. Do ABCs for me.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
That's all very well and good. You did that correctly. Thank you.
Did you hear me Did you hear me do the Z?
I heard you do the Z. Why, was there a problem with the Z?
Yeah, no, I just didn't hear myself do the Z.
Oh, you just didn't hear yourself? Well, I heard the Z. Oh, you thought you did it real quiet? Z. No, I heard it. It was very good. So how are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Tell me what we did yesterday. Do you remember?
No.
Did we go to the movies yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tell me what movie we saw.
Dolphin Tale.
Dolphin Tale. And there was a dolphin. Her name was Winter. And what happened to Winter?
She got blood on her tail.
Oh, no. What happened to her tail? It got hurt?
Yeah.
So they had to cut off her tail. And then she couldn't swim. She was swimming in a different way, and it wasn't good for her. And then so what did they do to help her?
A new tail.
A new tail? Who gave her a new tail?
I don't know.
He was a doctor. He was a doctor who works with amputees. And this is all based on a true story. It happened out of Clearwater, Florida. It was a pretty popular movie. It was out last year, but we saw it at the Dollar Theater yesterday. Kids, if you're in this area, Mondays and Tuesdays. Is that right? Mondays and Tuesdays? No. Tuesdays and Wednesdays at the Oviedo Mall. Dollar movies. I'm telling you, what a deal. So we saw that. So what happened? They put a new tail on him. What happened the first time they put a new tail on him? Did he like it?
No.
What happened? He started flailing and he broke the tail off. He broke it off, yeah.
I like it, and I remember when the kid found out.
The kid found him, and he was very happy, and he jumped in the water with him. Okay, so what happens at the end of the movie? Do you remember?
Well, the girl actually pushed him in the water.
The girl pushed the boy in the water at the end? Yeah, everybody was happy. He pushed him in the water, and they're swimming around, and everybody's happily ever after. But it was a really good movie. I hadn't seen it before, and it's and right at the end of the movie it says, if you want to find out more about Winter, you go to seewinter.com, and there's like a web camera up there, and you can see Winter like swimming around with her new tail. It was pretty cool. Wasn't it nice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What was your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part is when the kid jumped in the water with him.
When the kid jumped in the water with Winter?
Yeah.
And they were swimming around together?
I mean, when the girl pushed him in the water.
Oh, when the girl pushed the boy in the water?
Yeah, I forgot that.
So it was a very good movie. I really liked it. Now, it looks like you brought a couple of things into your office today, into your cubicle. Tell me, what are some of these things you brought today?
This is my Lala Loopsy, my favorite toy.
Lala Loopsy. Where did you get Lala Loopsy from?
Well, my birthday party.
Oh, turn it around so we can see it in the camera. Which one's my camera? You're thinking, which one's my camera? Yeah, there you go. Oh, Lala Loopsy. Okay, and what else did you bring?
I won this Lala Loopsy because I never had one.
You've never had her? She's pretty heavy, actually, isn't she? You move her head around, and it's kind of heavy, isn't it? And she's a... what is she? A pirate?
Mermaid.
A mermaid. Oh, and she's got a little mermaid tail on there. And who else did you bring with you?
Well, Iron Man.
Now, Iron Man, tell me the story about how you got Iron Man.
Well, we were at Denny's, and I moved it, and I caught Iron Man.
How did you catch Iron Man? What was Iron Man in?
He
was in that little glass box?
No, I was in a claw machine.
He was in a claw machine. And then tell me what you did. You pushed the button, and what happened to the claw?
It took him out.
It dropped down, and then what did the claw do? It grabbed Iron Man. Now, I heard from some people that were there. I wasn't there. I was at work at the time, but I heard from some people that was at Denny's that day. How excited were you when the claw grabbed Iron Man?
100.
You were on a scale of 1 to 100, you were a 100 that day? I heard you squealed like a little girl. Like the claw came down, and you've played that game many times before, like many of us have. Those claw games never work. Claw comes down, and the claw picked him up, and then what did you do?
I grabbed him.
I heard you go, ah! You were all excited. It said everybody in the restaurant stopped eating their food, and they stopped to look, and you were, ah! Because you were excited because the clock came down. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and who's the third?
Wait, but how did you hear me if I screamed so loud?
I was at work, and I heard you scream. I was sitting at work, just doing my work. I'm sitting right here, because this is where I work. And I was typing, and all of a sudden, from far away, I heard, true story. So who's the third one here? Who else did you bring? Strawberry shortcake. Was that another one you got for your birthday?
Yes,
I heard
they're
she's-
all for my birthday.
I heard she smells like real strawberries. Is that true? Let me
Yes.
smell. Oh, that is a strong berry smell. Here, get her hair out of the way. Let me see. Oh, that's nice. You get this good smell. She smell like strawberries? Well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about today? You brought out some three of your toys you got. Anything else? What else is on your mind? What else do you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about you.
Don't talk about me? Go ahead. What do you want to talk about? Tell me.
When we went to the movie theater.
When we went to the movie theater, yeah. Were there a lot of people in the theater?
Yes.
Gosh, yeah. I think they put it in the bigger theater there, theater number 2 at the Oviedo
When
Mall.
you gave me some M&Ms.
Gave you some M&Ms, and we brought some drinks with us. I mean, we bought some drinks, and we had some M&Ms, and it was busy there. I figured there would be, 10, 20, 30 people there. The whole theater was full. We were lucky to get 3 seats in. We got there a little bit late. So that's about it? You just wanted to talk about me, and you want to talk about the movie, and you wanted to talk about your toys. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yes.
So I was at the grocery store yesterday. I was picking some things up, and I was sitting in the checkout line, and I looked across, and the magazines were up there. People magazine was out. And on the cover was Drew Berrymore. You know who Drew is?
Who?
Drew Berrymore? You remember her?
No.
So she got married, and People magazine had her picture on the cover. She's in the wedding dress, and she had this face like, oh, like somebody caught her by surprise with something. And then I walked down a little bit farther down the aisle, and there was another People magazine cover, and it was her again in the wedding dress, but it was with her new husband. So I went back and I saw something on the news later that said People magazine decided that they couldn't come to the decision between which cover they wanted, so they came out with 2 covers of Drew Barrymore's
Hey,
wedding.
Daddy, I got a question.
Wait, hang on a second. So, hold your questions till the end. So, People magazine, can you imagine what the boardroom meeting was like? And they're like, listen, we got a couple of good photos here. We can't decide. Do we go with the solo shot of her, or do we go with the double with the husband? And somebody in that boardroom said, listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put out both covers. We're going to make sure everybody's happy on this one. I just hope when I get married for a third time that I get the 2 cover option as well, because sometimes I just want the shots of me in my tuxedo. Sometimes I want to be in the shot with my third wife. I'm happy for her that both of those covers came out. I'm so excited. That must have been a great meeting at People magazine deciding, you know what? One guy just stood up and banged his fist on the desk. You know what? Damn it, we're going to put both covers out. We're going to do it. That's what the people want. That's about all I wanted to mention today. So this is just another final audio and video test. I think now what we're going to do is we're going to have your sister come in, and she's going to talk to us about Dolphin Tale or whatever she wants to talk about.
Daddy,
So,
how far was Danny's when you heard me?
how far was Denny's? From our house, I'd say Denny's is about 2.5 miles. It's pretty far away, so that means you must have been pretty loud that day. This was me. This was me. Ready? What the? That's what happened here. True story. That's what really happened. Anything else you want to say before you go?
And it's a funny story.
Oh, it is a funny story. It's funny because it's true. Just like the Dolphin Tale movie we saw. It was funny and it was a true story. So if anybody ever wanted to see the real Winter, you can go to Winter's website and you can see Winter on the video camera swimming around. See how that all connected and came back around again? We talked about Winter. Thanks for bringing that together for me. Anything else? Okay, next we're going to bring up your sister Reese. She's going to talk to us about other things. So can you switch places and let her sit there? Thank you to Riley, everybody. Riley, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Okay, Riley, thank you for coming and being our guest today. Reese, come on in. You're gonna stand here, or do you want to walk out? You want to stand here, don't you? Yeah, you want to be. You want to be a part of the action. I know. That means I got to adjust this camera. Hang on. Reese, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
All right. Oop, we're shaking up a little bit. There we go. So tell me about Dolphin Tale. Now, she told me a little bit about it. Tell me what some of your favorite scenes were from the movie.
All of it.
All of it? There was a lot of good stuff, yeah. I think some of my favorite scenes is when it was just the boy and the dolphin swimming in the water together, and he was kind of hugging him, and it's like they became friends and stuff. It was really nice. Her. Winter is a girl. I don't know why I always think dolphins are boys. People always think dolphins are
Miami
boys.
Dolphins?
Miami Dolphins, maybe that's why.
You're wearing your hat, so.
That's right. Maybe that's why.
Maybe it's taking over your mind.
Laces out, Dan. That's right. All right. So what else do you want to talk about regarding to the movie? You don't have a favorite part?
I said they're all my favorite.
They're all your favorite parts? Okay, yeah. So what else do you want to talk about? What else is going to go on this summer for you? Do you know?
I'm going to camp.
What kind of camp? Military camp?
No.
Oh, okay. What kind of camp?
Oh.
Science? Science!
Yes, science camp.
Now your sister's walked away, so I'm going to adjust the camera again. So you're going to go to science camp, huh? Well, what do they do at science camp?
It's a science camp, so you camp and you use science.
Yeah. You're going to take your string with you? Okay. Just block 2 cameras at once there.
Bye.
Bye. We'll talk to you again soon. Oh, she's always a tough guest. She's always a tough guest on the show. She brings in the laugh, but she brings the pain also. She's a tough one. Okay, so you're going to science camp. That's good. In a couple of weeks, we're going on vacation. Where do we go when we go on vacation?
Big Canoe.
Big Canoe, Georgia. It's about 45
Mommy
miles.
is still thinking about letting me sleep in the top bunk.
Sleeping in the top bunk on the bunk beds at the house at Big Canoe. Big Canoe is like a summer home that my parents have. It's about 45 miles north of Atlanta. It's just hidden in the mountains. We've been going there since I was a kid. And
really?
It's just yeah, true story. Not that house though. It used to be like a little townhouse before. But then Grandma and Grandpa built the house that they stay at now, and it's just a big, beautiful location hidden in the mountains.
I love that house.
I know, I love
So
that house
cool.
too. So they have a bunk room for the kids, but
But there's 2 bunk beds.
right, there's 2 bunk beds.
That's my favorite part about it.
Right, and then Mommy's always said, I don't know if I want you on the bunk bed. You might fall and hit your head. But now she's thinking maybe this year.
50-50.
50-50 on Mommy there. Okay, that's good. So what other plans do you have for the summer? Anything else you're looking forward to?
Well, Grandma Montiana's going to teach me how to sew.
She's going to teach you how to sew so you can sew your patches on your Girl Scout sash. No, not your sash, your vest, because you've moved up to a vest.
Yeah, you can't sew a sash on a vest.
Right. I meant your badges are going to go on your new vest. Because you got a couple of new ones.
So I just went to juniors.
That's right. You just moved up from brownies to juniors. You've moved up to the green vest, right? Yeah. Okay. So what else is going on?
Not much.
That's about it? Not much else going on?
But I want to keep talking.
Oh, but you want to keep talking. See, now you weren't here for the first episode we did, or the 4th episode, whatever. I've lost count of all of them, where we talked about Riley's birthday party at the Splash Park. Do you have any good memories from that day? What do you remember from the Splash Park?
Well, she got 2 out of the 3 of these dolls.
2 out of 3 of these dolls, yeah.
And I already called Sharesies on the Lala Loopsy.
Sharesies on the Lala Loopsy. Okay, Sharesies on the Lala Loopsy.
And I can't stand Strawberry Shortcake's hair.
It gets a little crazy. She could use a rubber band or something. It gets a little crazy. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I'll fix it later.
Okay, you'll fix it later.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's a little warm out here, but we may have corrected that problem. Oh, that last time we did a test, we did it with the air conditioner turned on.
And we have it on again.
Right. I went and played it back, and you know what? It didn't sound too bad, and I can feel it's on. It's kind of moving right now, and every 10 seconds I get a little. And it feels kind of nice. Can you feel it from where you're sitting at all? Does it blow over that direction? Okay, but it's not hot like it was before.
Yeah, but it's not like blowing hot.
Right. So I'd say we've kind of solved that problem temporarily until we get like a real air conditioning unit out here in our office. I think that's about all we have. I don't want to go on too long today because I just wanted to do one final test. So, do you have any final story that you want to tell us?
Oh yeah, how you kept saying seawinter.com. I'd rather have you watch this instead.
I would rather have people watch this as well. However, seawinter.com was pretty cool. You got the little web camera. You can see Winter swimming around.
But it's not just Winter. It's also her friends like Panama.
Panama and I forget the other name. We'll have to look that up to see who the other.
I keep wanting to say. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
I forgot now too. Okay.
Oh, Padme.
Padme?
That's in Star Wars.
No, that's a different movie. Yeah, that's not right. All right, I think we're going to wrap this up for today. Tune in later this week. We may have our first episode with a guest, a friend of mine, and we'll see how that goes. For now, let's just say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Riley, would you like to come out one more time and say goodbye to everyone?
Yes.
Just stand right there.
Takes a few seconds.
You can just stand right there, or you can just drag this out if you want. Here we go. Okay, she's walking around the other side. And we'll all look at this camera here. Look at that camera there and say goodbye. We'll see you again soon. See ya.